Hey guys, Nathan here from Running Warehouse Australia, and I have again with me Jack, or as he's better known, Jog On Crago. And we got to test out the new Supertrainer from Mizuno, the Neo Vista. This is Mizuno's take on the Supertrainer, something which is built for the long runs, your easy runs, and you can even throw a bit of tempo and workout stuff at it. Now Jack has the stats for us.
So stats, coming in with 44.5 mil of foam in the heel for an 8 mil drop down to 36.5. A men's size 9 is weighing in at 265 grams and a women's 8 is coming in at 210. With the midsole, we've got some new foams from Mizuno, a top layer of supercritical Energy Next foam, which is paired with a glass fibre infused wave plate, and on the bottom they've got a more standard Energy EVA foam. The ride is kind of very compressive, but also with a nice gentle bounce back, very smooth onto the road, nice gentle roll through your stride as well. Makes it pretty easy to maintain a pace, especially on those easy and long runs. Bit of pace to it as well.
Yeah, I found it soft enough underfoot for my easy runs, my long runs, and then that plate, which gives that stack, that 44.5 and 36.5 in the forefoot, enough stability. And then you do get that rock from it as well, because it does have Mizuno's smooth speed assist coming down from their Rebellion lineup. So it was really smooth underfoot. The transition from heel to toe was really nice. Got a nice toe off, pop off the toe when I was doing some workouts or faster tempos in it.
Overwhelmingly stable as well with such a wide base underfoot. I think this is probably the best combination that you can get of a soft compressive foam that comes in a pretty stable package. I think for a beginner runner, this could be a really nice marathon option for a first time. Good speed shoe, something that's nice and stable, but still going to give you those elements of energy return. Nice smooth ride underfoot.
Yeah, definitely. All right, moving on down to the outsole. I don't have a heap to report on here, which I think is a good thing. I've put 40 to 50 Ks on the pair I've been wearing. Full length rubber on the outsole in those wear areas. Obviously you have massive area missing here for extra displacement in the midsole. I found it to be quite nice. We haven't had any rain here in Perth, so I haven't really got to test it in any wet conditions, but in dry conditions, no worries.
Very, very grippy underfoot. I like the fact that it's quite soft as well. I think it makes for a pretty smooth transition to the road. Means that you kind of get that seamless transition from kind of foot strike all the way through to toe off. There's not a whole lot of noise underfoot. Contributes to the kind of seamless feel overall with this shoe. Then moving on to the upper, this is actually one of my favorite parts of this shoe. Knit uppers as a general rule can sometimes be a bit hit and miss, especially with the lockdown in the heel. But I personally have found that this shoe is the best knit upper that I've actually worn. Locks down quite securely in the heel. The lacing is very nice, very seamless across the top of the foot. There's a good amount of stretch, which gives you a nice give to the upper. It's not too tight. And I think that overall, it's just a really nice, comfortable fitting upper that isn't too tight, isn't too loose, just locks down really nicely.
Yeah, so again, I have mixed feelings about knit uppers. This one-piece booty construction, it fits my foot reasonably well, so I'm quite happy with this. It does come up quite high, but it's quite soft around the ankle as well. I've wore this with higher crew length socks. I've also wear it with no-show socks and haven't had any rub issues. My one little concern is internally, the lacing comes up and you do get a little bit of rub against the top of your ankle. I haven't found it to be an issue for me, but I wonder if some people it might be. The toe box I also found maybe is a little shallow at times, but I think because of the stretch of the knit upper, it's not so much of a concern. All in all, the Neo Vista does what it says. It's got enough cushioning in the midsole and it's soft enough for me that I can take it for my long run comfortably and then still pick up the pace if I want to, because it's got that pop off the toe coming from that glass fibre infused plate. And then, you know, that next Energy Next foam just gives it a nice pop off on toe. But then my next run, I can go out and take it on an easy run and be just as happy. The upper, as I say, it's quite comfortable for me on foot. I do have some minor concerns about it, but comfortable on foot for me. As I said, all in all, it does what it says.
Yeah, I think the Neo Vista is a really nice inclusion from Mizuno in their lineup. I think that they were missing that kind of higher stack, comfortable Supertrainer for a long time, and this is going to sit nicely alongside the Flash 2 and the Pro 2 as well. I think this is going to be a really nice first time marathon offering for beginner runners especially. Coming in at $320, it's matching shoes like the Super Blast and the Cloud Monster Hyper, but I'd argue that this is probably more comfortable than those other offerings with a more soft feel underfoot, really smooth, seamless ride from heel to toe. And I think that the integration of the upper and the outsole just makes this shoe a really smooth, comfortable ride that's going to work for a lot of people, for a lot of different paces. It's a really nice inclusion from Mizuno.
Yeah, I would compare this shoe to something like the New Balance Supertrainer V1, which I really liked. It was so versatile. You could race in it if you wanted to, or it just would go for hours and hours on your long run. So that's our thoughts on Mizuno's Neo Vista, the new Supertrainer from Mizuno. You can obviously find this at Running Warehouse Australia, runningwarehouse.com.au, and you can find Jack on Instagram at Jog On Crago.